All right, I'm live. How's it going, friends who aren't here yet? We'll wait for this stream. There we go. That down. Live chat. Okay, it's been a minute. Here. Give people a chance to get here, I suppose. Hope you guys are having a nice day. I've got my Waterloo, I've got my edamame, so all is well. Let's do this. Creepy video. Public shocked when vegan flips the question. Wouldn't be a Jeremy stream if it didn't include some Melon Steve. Let's go.
I think it's creepy that you stab animals in the throat to eat them, but you think it's creepy that I want to stab people in the throat to eat them. What's the difference? You're obviously not vegan, right?
Yeah.
So you pay for animals to go to slaughterhouses. How do you justify that?
See, but like, to be quite honest, I know like animals and they're dying and stuff, and
well, then they're not dying.
Killed.
Yeah, they're being murdered.
Yeah. But it's at the end of the day, it is what it is. You know, I mean, I need my protein, I need more.
But how do you justify that though? That's the question. How do you justify it? Because protein is not an issue. Like my husband's a vegan bodybuilder.
I feel like I have to point it out every stream. 14 grams of protein in my edamame wasabi. And there's 3.5 servings in this thing. So if I eat this whole thing, that's 14 times 3.5. What is that? I need to know. Let me do it on my phone. 14 times 3.5. I should have this down by now. As many times as I've had to point this out. And I tend to eat the whole bag. Let's be real. Okay, there's the calculator. 14 times 3.5 equals 49 grams of protein. One shy of 50. That's a little disappointing. Maybe I understand now. What's up, Jason? Nice to see you. What's up, Louie? Yep, I saw that.
He's not lacking protein.
I can tell.
Yeah, how do you justify paying someone to kill animals for you?
There's no. I'm pretty like I can't answer that question. I don't justify it. That's the thing. You know
Good. That's a good answer. I'm pleased you said the answer.
Yeah.
Because would you agree that there's no justification for doing that to somebody?
Yeah. There's no point on like killing the animals just to get your stuff. But at the end of the day, you know, it's what people like. Maybe you like to eat plants or any other thing.
What do you think the animals like? Do you think the animals like to be stabbed in the throat, or do you think they'd rather live?
I don't think they would want that. But you know, it's.
So you know, you said there's no justification, and then you said it's what people like.
Yeah.
Are you using because it's what people like as a justification?
Yeah, it's what people prefer to eat. You know what I mean?
What about you?
See, I'll love both. I'll love a plant and I'll love like a meat. You know what I mean? I'll eat both.
Okay, so, but where do you stand on what happens to the animals? Because this is an injustice, right? Because there's animals going into gas chambers.
Yeah.
They're literally screaming for their lives right now in slaughterhouses for dairy, for eggs, for meat, leather, wool, horse riding, betting, zoos. How do you justify that when you don't have to pay for that? Because you know you can live vegan and not.
Yeah, I know.
So you know you don't have to.
Yeah, I know I don't have to, but it's just like, do you know what I mean? It's what I think.
And what do you think?
My opinion is like, I would love my meat as well.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
Okay, what about if my opinion?
Okay. Yeah.
Opinion is that I like to eat people. Is that a good enough opinion? 'Cause I just like eating people. So it's the way
I
of the
would think
world.
that's a little bit of creepy, but I mean, if
Wait,
that's what you prefer.
Why is it creepy? Because I think it's creepy that you stab animals in the throat to eat
Yeah,
them,
okay,
but
yeah.
you think it's creepy that I want to stab people in the throat to eat them. What's the difference?
Yes, yeah, you're quite right there. You got a point there, but
I appreciate that.
Yeah, you see what I mean? Like,
So now you
Open-minded.
think that what
He's
you're saying is
open-minded.
creepy. That
Yeah.
you want to stay. Like, do you like animals?
I like the taste. You know what I mean?
But when you see a dog, do you think,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I'm
It
gonna
depends.
stab him in the throat?
Sort of animals like cows, chickens, and you know, stuff that I could actually eat.
You can eat dogs.
I know. Okay, I don't know if you can eat dogs, but yeah, I
I
wouldn't
can
try
eat
that.
you.
Yeah,
Why wouldn't you try that?
eating dogs.
Mhm.
It's just because people fall in love with a certain pet.
Okay.
You can fall in love with a cow, or
Okay. What
I
about
mean,
like?
not in love like a relationship, but in
Yeah.
a friendship. You know what I mean? It
Okay.
can be a pet friend.
So this is my husband.
Yeah.
I love my husband. I don't really like the person down there in the red top
Yeah.
because I think he might stab animals in the throat.
Yeah.
Does that mean I can kill him?
No, that doesn't mean that.
Why?
Because you don't like people eating meat, you shouldn't kill them because they're not agreeing to your.
I
opinion.
just don't like the way he looked at me. I don't have a relationship with him, so I can just kill him if I want to because I want to eat him. Actually,
That's not the right thing. You know, I always go by the golden rule in the Bible. So treat people as you used to be treated.
but you're not doing that though.
But
You're not doing that.
doing that, what do you mean? But I
But-
treat people how I used to be treated.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you're selective of who you are. That's what I
No,
mean.
no,
I
like,
love my husband,
everyone,
but I don't really like the guy in the red top. So
Yeah.
I'm saying, like God said, I can like treat him like I want to be treated because I love him.
Yeah.
But I don't like the guy in the red top, so I don't
don't
have
like
to treat him.
Yeah, that's
Fuck that guy in the red top. Fuck him. Yeah. What? Who's he? This guy in the red top over here that they're looking at. He's just like, hey, leave me out of this. I'm not part of this.
Because that's just my opinion. Yeah.
It's your opinion, but
Yeah.
you know what
But
I mean?
is that okay?
Yeah, that's okay to have an opinion on
Wait.
on
So
someone.
is it okay for me to kill the guy in the red
No,
top?
no, it's not. No,
So it's not okay.
It's not okay.
Okay.
It's okay to have an opinion. So let's say you don't like someone.
But it's
Yeah.
not good to have an opinion if you're an oppressor to somebody else. It's not good if there's a victim of your opinion. Because your opinion of like, I like eating my red meat,
Yeah.
that's a cow's body.
Yeah. I
That's
know,
not yours.
Yeah, I
That's,
know.
your opinion is literally murder.
Yeah.
Why would you choose murder when you don't have to choose that?
It's what people think. You know what I mean?
What do you think?
I think-
Why would you choose to kill innocent animals who have done nothing wrong to us instead of just choosing something else?
It's just you know, like, because I like the meat.
So
I like red meat.
taste pleasure.
Yeah, taste. Yeah.
Okay, so sensory pleasure is
Yeah.
why you stab animals in the throat.
Yeah, I don't stop them. I just buy the part of them.
But do you understand that?
Did this guy watch did they do the thing? You know, they're at the We the Free event. So did he watch the 3-minute film already?
When you pay for animal products,
Yeah.
you pay somebody else to do that for you.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I understand it. Yeah, I do understand that. I think it's wrong, but you know what I mean. At the end
So
of
you
the
do
day,
think it's wrong?
yeah. At the end of the
Okay,
day,
let's stay on that.
yeah, you can't stop.
Because at the end of the day,
What's up, Felix? Thanks for watching on the subway. Appreciate that. Are you wearing headphones or is there audio? Can people hear? Should I address the people on the train?
it happens every single day at the end of the day. Let's stay on that. You do think it's wrong
Yeah.
to kill animals.
Yeah.
Okay, but you're doing that.
So I'm not the one who killed the animals, but
But
yeah,
you just said
I'm a part of it. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Because without you paying somebody to do it,
Yeah, you
it'd be
wouldn't
like
do it.
if I want to kill the guy in the red top
Yeah.
and I didn't want to do it, I could give you the money and I'll say you do it. I would still be charged with murder for that because
Yeah.
I paid you to do that.
I don't know. I mean, would you be charged? Because red top guy, nobody seems to care about. So, I mean, I don't think he'll be missed, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's exactly the same. So the whole time you're demanding
Yeah.
animal products, they're gonna send more animals to slaughter for you directly.
Okay.
By the way, I'm not judging you because
No,
I
it's
used to
fine,
pay
innit?
for
Yeah.
this as well. But the reason we're showing people is because there are good people out there like you who just said, I don't like this happening to animals. But you're disconnected. Do you see how polar opposite that is? You're saying, I don't like this, but you're paying directly for it.
Yeah.
Now that you know this, because you probably have never thought about it,
Yeah.
when you see a burger on there, you don't see a dead cow hanging upside down in a slaughterhouse.
Yeah.
You don't hear the cries.
Yeah.
I've heard those cries now. I've seen that. So after you do know what happens, or when you start to think about
See,
it,
that's the thing. I haven't done any research on that. I've done pretty much
Yeah.
that, but I just know.
and that's not your fault, because from a child they've lied to you. What do you hear on adverts? Happy farms, green grass, animals are happy.
Yeah, I don't usually watch TV, but
But
yeah.
you see it. You see it. Like, look, dairy milk,
Yeah.
cornetto.
Yeah.
It's like forced in your face all the time. You're not going to think, oh, if I buy this cornetto, this is going to be like murder for a cow in the dairy
Yeah, I
industry.
wouldn't think.
They're not showing you that.
Yeah.
Why do you think they're not showing that to you?
Because they don't want you to think different. You know what I mean? Because like they want you to buy their product.
Yeah. So are you gonna keep letting them mug you off? Are you gonna let them lie to you, mug you off?
Yeah, I don't get why people aren't more angry about just being flat out lied to. Like even just on principle, like a lot of people seem to not care that companies lie to them, and they're still like, yeah, no, it's okay. It's okay. Take my money. I think that point about being lied to is probably pretty salient to a lot of people. Mel's doing great, by the way.
Tell you, this is all okay over here. It's all okay.
Honestly, he's doing great too, because he's keeping an open mind. This whole We the Free event seemed to have produced a lot of good conversations, didn't it? I mean, for one, we reacted to like probably a dozen videos, if not more, from this one event. So it was a huge opportunity for people to make content, for one. And then two, it's just like tons of conversations, really good conversations happen that were recorded.
It was actually your morals are saying that this isn't okay. They're lying to you. You're then paying for this awful thing that you don't even like. Are you going to continue to let them do that to you, or are you going to stop for the animals?
Yeah, please do that, Felix. Bring that Bluetooth. So we'll talk to the Subway patrons. Yeah. We'll have that whole train vegan by the end of it. Judge him. Yeah.
That's the thing, though, because he's trying to make me into a vegan or a vegetarian.
I can't make you do anything.
Yeah, I know, but like, you're giving me like
this is your morals.
Yeah.
This is your morals. You said to me you don't like it.
Yeah, I wouldn't go like into extreme mode and go to people and say no, stop eating animals.
Am I doing that to you?
No, you're not. You're absolutely not.
Yeah. Is it okay to educate?
It's okay. It's fine to educate. Yeah,
because what they're doing,
right now.
they're forcing this in your face. They're not telling you the truth.
Yeah.
What we're doing is showing the actual reality. Because good people are paying for bad things and they don't even know. And I think inside there you are a good person because you've said you don't like it. If a cow was here and you had a knife, would you stab that cow in the throat?
No, I wouldn't.
Okay, so if that was your option, to stab that cow in the throat for a burger, like they show you on McDonald's, or to just get the McPlant from McDonald's, the vegan burger, what would you choose?
That's the thing, though.
If okay, whatever you like, jacket potato, whatever.
Yeah, okay.
Would you kill the cow or would you just have a jacket potato?
Has anybody tried the McPlant in my chat? I don't think we have the UK represented in my chat right now. I'm curious how good it is, because we don't have that in the United States, unfortunately. It's a shame. We have the Impossible Whopper at Burger King. I can't think of much else.
It comes to what I like more, so.
But would you, if there was a cow running, like if seriously, if there was a cow? Yeah. So you know
cow,
exactly. So
because then I would feel bad for it. You know what I mean?
Why would you feel bad for the cow?
Because like a cow, you can get resources off a cow without actually killing it. You can get milk, you can get cheese, you can get butter off it. Do you know what I mean?
So you're viewing the animal as a commodity, a slave.
Not a slave, but
you can't. By the way, everything that you just said, they end up being murdered. So for dairy, Why do cows produce milk?
Sorry?
Why do cows produce milk? Do you know that?
No, I'm not quite sure. I haven't done research on that.
Why does a woman produce milk? Human woman.
It's for the babies, I'm pretty sure.
Exactly the same as cow.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, same with dogs. If they give birth, milk's for the puppies and
Oh,
cats.
right, yeah.
So for cows, the only reason they're producing milk is because they're mums.
Oh,
They've just
I
had a
see.
baby.
Okay.
But the farmer rapes her. He
Okay.
puts his whole arm inside of her bum and
Oh.
injects her with bull semen.
I thought they were seen, they put them together with a male and a female, and they naturally happen with each other.
There's nothing natural about the dairy industry. Nothing natural. And then if they give birth to a boy, they take the boys away because they don't produce milk and they don't want them drinking the milk from the mother.
And I'm pretty sure they kill them for the meat.
They kill them, yeah, because they're waste products. So those burgers you're eating, those from like wherever, they could be baby boys, mother cows, little chickens, 42-day-old little chickens. Does this sound awful to you?
You know
Or
what I
does
mean?
that
Like,
sound good?
at the end of the day, you can't stop it. You can't stop agriculture. You can't.
Yeah, you can. That's what we're doing.
You mean it's
At
just
the end of
it's
the
been
day-
happening for a long time.
Yeah,
ages.
we've had slaves. At the end of the day, we can't
Yeah,
stop
but-
slavery, can't
yeah.
stop people murdering other people. There's always going
Nice.
to be a small
Good
amount
one.
of psychopaths in the
Good
world.
one.
Nah,
But what about you?
It's not that. bad.
There's always going to be psychopaths in the world who do still murder. Like, I think
Yeah.
slavery is wrong. Do you?
I think slavery is.
Do you think
yeah.
murder's wrong?
Yeah, murder. Is
Yeah.
wrong, yeah.
But there's people who do that. Just because it still happens, you're not doing that, even though that still happens.
Yeah.
But what you are doing it to the animals. And even though it's the norm, it's not okay, and you know that in your heart.
Yeah, I know it's not okay. But, see,
So when I say this, how do you justify not being vegan when you can choose kindness, like the cow and the jack potato situation? You can choose murder, or you can just live vegan and not pay for that. How do you justify not being vegan?
I can't justify that.
Can't justify it. I really appreciate your honesty. Thank you so much for this debate.
No worries.
I'm going to leave you with a card, and I really hope you watch it. Will you promise me that you'll watch this?
Yeah, I'll
Because
watch it, yeah.
you're the type of person who the animals really need, and I think you'll be an amazing voice for them. If you take this,
Yep.
freemovies.wtf is the website.
Yep.
It will ask you for a code. It's PIG22.
Is there
And
a space between the or?
no, just all one word.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. And then at the very top there'll be a documentary called Dominion. It can be a bit of a hard watch, but watch it. We're trying to just educate the public. I'm not here to be like,
Yeah.
you're a bad person.
Yeah, I see.
I want you to understand this. The industry is bad,
Yeah.
and
Except for Red Top Guy, he sucks.
they've lied to you, and they lied to me and my husband, and we used to pay for this, but now we stopped. We stand on side of the animals. We want to protect the animals and help other people to
I
understand
see,
that
yeah.
by their choices, they're putting animals in slaughterhouses.
You're doing a really good job, by the way.
Appreciate that.
He's
Thank
cool.
you so much.
I like that
I really
guy.
appreciate your time.
I like him.
And yeah, watch Dominion, yeah?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I think he's a future vegan right there. Well done, Mel. That was awesome. Of course it was. Oh, really, Kane? They're meh. There is the link to that one. Oh, that's too bad. But I mean, McDonald's itself is meh, right? Like even when we were growing up and we ate that shit. Yeah. Glad they have it though. I mean, that's progress, I guess, you know. All right, well. That was Mel. Speaking of progress, here is a video from our friend Stephen Lee August, vegan heretic, working on some progress with Domino's. There's this PETA campaign to get Domino's to have vegan cheese, which they don't. Looks like Stephen here took part. Type him in there. Heretic.
We are here at a Domino's to encourage them to get vegan cheese on their pizza. They have it internationally, I'm told, but not here in the States. So we're here to kind of try to encourage that. We got the help of Trench getting into a dinosaur costume. That right there is worth the price of admission.
Nice.
So we have vegan pizza we're going to be handing out to people.
Unicorn.
Here. Nick was nice enough to go pick some up, so we've got quite a few of them. We're going to hopefully encourage the people. So we have vegan pizza we're going to be handing out to people here. Nick was nice enough to go pick some up, so we've got quite a few of them. We're going to hopefully encourage the people that stop by to at least try the vegan pizza and do our radical animal rights vegan thing. That's what we're here to do.
Oh, come on now. You put him in that suit at 102? What the? Damn.
Oh, it's a unicorn, man. I thought it was a dinosaur we were doing. I didn't get that.
Steven's getting creative with his videos.
Is it inflating?
Nice editing. Steven, are you here? Damn it, I don't think he's here. I was going to ask him if he's doing all his editing.
Beautiful pie. You know you want some.
That looked pretty good. Where's that from? Or trench. In the trenches.
If you want, there's a QR code here for you guys to sign when you get home. And again, it's just to raise awareness. To get down Thank you.
Oh, he got 2 slices. Trench.
Pizza guy.
Yep. Robert's glove. He's ready to go.
Everybody can go on the Instagram page, right? And be like, where's your vegan cheese at?
All right. Almost dropped it.
Y'all want some free pizza?
Yeah.
Don't be shy. Have you guys had vegan pizza? Okay, so Domino's sells their vegan pizzas internationally, and PETA is running a campaign to have them sell it inside the States. You guys like animals?
Yeah.
You know, have these sort of cows and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so sometimes they get harmed, right? So by eating vegan foods, bananas,
Well, they always get
potatoes,
harmed,
and
but
cheese,
yeah.
those cows don't get hurt. So you guys could.
Oh, and it was delicious.
It tastes like what?
Regular pizza.
Well, yeah, it tastes like regular pizza. And some pizza is better than others, but all pizza's good. So come on, wouldn't it be great if Domino's just started carrying vegan options all the time?
I think one unicorn was harmed in the making of this film there, Steven. 102 degrees. Rest in peace, Trench. Rest in peace. Right after this photo was taken, he collapsed. Here's that video. Nice job, Steven. That was awesome. Vegan Heretic. Guys, make sure you're subbed to Vegan Heretic. That is dedication. And I mean, we all thought Steven was a nice guy, right? Seems like a nice guy, presents as a nice guy, and then forces Trench to get into this unicorn suit. Probably was Steven who made him do it. Wow. What's up, Pia? Nice to see you. All right. Let me get rid of some. Okay. Here's one from Plant Geezer. Share this one here. Fight at Slaughterhouse. Jake, be careful, my friend. Plant Geezer. Let's see what the hell happened at this slaughterhouse.
He's going to send somebody. What's in here? Look at that. It's private bloody property, mate.
Why is it? There we go.
I need to get on the roof. He's going to send somebody. What's in here? Look at that. It's private bloody property, mate.
You're making us worse.
Look at that. Got little dogs in there. Got little dogs. My drone is.
Don't listen.
You are. Ended up sustaining injuries from the halal attacker.
I think that's the same guy we've seen before. I think the first Plant Geezer video I watched was at this same place. I could be wrong, but looks the same.
None of you are the one true savage. I need my drone.
I'm not just a worker.
He's the boss. He owned the place.
You're the gaffer.
But go to the butcher shop and see how many people care.
Watch my ankles. Good morning, savages. What is happening? This is just a little thank you. I've had Annie and Ian, Annie from Finland, Ian from London, sign up to buy me a coffee, like a monthly thing. I just wanted to say thank you because I'm at this place now. This has took me 50 minutes to get here today. The camera was brought by Arena. That's 4 people involved in this little mini mission today. The £9 that the donations come to, or something like the $9 or €9, pays for the fuel, 50 minutes there, 50 minutes back. Even the comments and the likes and the shares. You might be thinking you're watching me, this is my video and I'm doing this, but you commenting, you sharing, you donating, you might as well be in the back of the crowbar. Do you know what I mean? Every little helps. So yeah, it's like a collective effort. I'm probably pushing 8 hours a week. That's with everything. You know, just this today. This is going to be 30 minutes. My drone's on their roof, by the way. I'm just at the halal place. Just this today. It might be 30 minutes plus the 50 plus the 50, and then it might take me 5 or 6 hours to edit. That's like a whole day, just for one little video that might get views and it might not. But anyway, thank you to Annie, thank you to Ian. It's a joint effort and I'm highly grateful. Thank you. Hello. Hello.
When I talked to Jake, he was saying that his videos weren't hitting. He was disappointed with his views and all that. 7 hours ago, 216 views. It's 216 more people than would have seen this place. I'm guessing that Jake would like to see more views than that on a video like this, though.
Hello. I've flew my drone. It's landed on the roof.
Landed?
Can I get it?
Direction?
No, my drone. You know the drone.
No, I don't know.
Hello, mate. Hey, it's my mate. Mate, my drone has gone on the roof.
Yeah, could you please first come out?
Yeah, can I?
He is a cool guy. Yeah.
No, could you please first come out?
Because my drone is.
Don't listen.
Stops door and tries.
You are.
Wow, that escalated real fast.
Go on, have another puff.
What happened? Okay, let me see that
Could you
again.
please first come out?
Yeah, can I?
No, could you please first come out?
Because my drone is.
Don't listen.
Stops door and tries to steal camera. He's got his arm around his head.
Go on, have another puff. You come inside. Come on. Come outside. Come on. Come on.
I know this isn't news to. Let me get.
Come on. Come here.
More on the unprovoked attack, attempted theft, and false imprisonment later. I'm reading this book from a undercover investigator. I know this isn't news to a lot of you guys, but they were describing workers at the slaughterhouse taking out their aggression on the animals and talking about how, well, they were describing the animals that weren't getting properly stunned, and so they were coming down the line to be killed in horrific ways while fully conscious, and talking about how those animals would often be fighting back, and how if they got hit, then they would have this aggression towards them, like, oh, now it's payback. And then they would go and take out their aggression on the animals, beat the animals, do far worse things to the animals were described. I'll spare you all the gruesome details for that. But yeah. And then here's this guy who runs a slaughterhouse and seems to be very easily set off and prone to violence. Not a shocker.
So he can attack me inside and try and entrap me. So I've walked into his place of work peacefully to ask if I could find my drone. And as I'm walking out, he shut the door and tried to grab me. And I've ended up sustaining injuries from the halal attacker. It's not looking good. I don't know why you would attack me when all I'm doing is looking for my drone. I've just come in and asked if I can look for the drone. Now, I don't know why they get so aggressive. Mate, just
trying to get my drone, that's all. Vegan Marshmallow, what's up? Look, here you are, 30 minutes into the stream. Right on time. You're 30 minutes away, right?
so I know, I got permission to go over here, and
Yeah.
You're okay with that? Just because if they say anything,
Yeah.
so he's given me permission.
I love that you, like, literally 30 minutes into my stream, you pop up. That's awesome.
Have a look. I've lost my drone, so he's on the roof. Let's have a look. Could be over there. It also could not be over there. There's some victims ready to get their neck sliced open. There's some victims. Look at that lot, man. Enslaved by the bullies. There's a bully there. Look at that. Shitloads of them, man. Anyway, I've got to find my drone. Now, I come in here last time, and I was a little bit late, but it seemed with the blood stains here, it looks like I'm bang on time. I've lost my drone, but here we've got some. I mean, oh my god!
I love that his drone is up there, and he's like, "Yeah, can I get my drone back?" Like, they don't want you to have your drone. So funny. Kind woman rescued a trapped lamb, and then this happened.
Look at that. I mean, what the? I don't know what he's looking at.
I guess I'm a little late, but I should have given y'all a trigger warning. Anyway, trigger warning for the rest of the video. They're at a slaughterhouse.
What's your problem? Hello. I know you. I've lost my drone. My drone's on the roof. Look at this. Look at hell. What's that? Don't get aggressive. Please don't get aggressive. I've lost my drone. My drone's on the roof.
Oh.
My drone is on the roof. You know, I've lost it.
You're not making video.
No video. No video. I don't know if it's
We
got.
will get for you. Don't worry.
Can I climb up?
No, I will send somebody.
Okay. He's going to send somebody.
Please.
No, because I think if you get it, I think you might keep the footage. I don't want you to keep the footage. I flew it.
We will not take your footage. We will not take the footage. I will send somebody.
I don't think you'll give it me back.
No. Why we have to keep it?
My drone.
Go inside, mate. Go inside.
My drone's on the roof. What's going on in there? Look at that. Mate, my drone is on the roof. I flew my drone and I've lost my drone. Don't come up to me, please. I'm not getting aggressive. I flew my drone.
I know. I'm not saying you're getting aggressive.
Would you come up to me in an aggressive manner? Like,
Turn that off then.
no way. I've lost my drone and I need it. What's in here?
Oh, you're on the same chap.
Yes, you're being aggressive. I'm just
You're on
trying.
private property.
But that bloke's giving me permission to come on.
Who else?
I don't know, the bloke having a fag outside.
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm the boss and I can't.
He's giving me permission. I need to get my
You have to
drone.
leave.
Are you the boss?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Tom Pepper.
Tom Pepper.
Yeah.
Tom Pepper's the boss, but I've
Tom
had permission
Pepper.
off the bloke outside to come and find my drone. What's in here? Excuse me, have you seen a drone? I've lost my drone. No drone.
Was there a drone? Was there really a drone?
I need to get on the roof. I need to get on the roof. I need to get on my...
No problem. But you need to turn that off.
Why?
What? You think we're going to electric?
Because it's great. Like he's using it as a chance to film so much more. Oh, wow. More obligation. It's quite a response. Yeah, I know he said that.
You're running your video and everything.
Why can't I?
It's private bloody property, mate.
But I'm not
couldn't go in your
hurting
house.
anyone. I'm not hurting anyone.
Listen, I
at
couldn't go
that.
into your garden.
That's disgusting. You could. You can come in.
No, I
I'll
don't
put
want
the
to.
kettle on. I'll put the kettle on.
Listen, stop trying to be an arse.
I'm not being an arse, mate.
You are
I
being
just
an
want my drone.
I understand that. I understand you've lost a drone. Turn that off and let's go on the roof and look at it.
Look at that chucking bits in there.
Yeah, he
look.
wants to
It's
go on
chucking
the.
the bits,
Well, yeah.
man.
He wants to go on the.
It's
roof.
absolutely vile, man. Look at that.
Yeah, but listen,
That is. Fuck.
you make it. I don't know what you're trying to do.
I just want my drone. That's it.
Okay, but you don't just want your drone.
I do. No, because that bloke said I can
Okay.
come in.
But I'm telling you, as a
Okay.
boss, you can't.
Okay, if I can't, can I just get my drone then? I'll turn that off. That's off.
Turn it
then.
off.
That's off.
Turn it off.
That's off. That's off. I just. Can I get up there? Can I have a look up on that?
No,
bit
you're not allowed up there for bloody health and safety. If you
there? I'll be
fall-
alright.
No.
I'll be alright. I ain't going to
No,
back in.
listen. Let's just stop pissing about.
Look at that. That is disgusting. It is vile, though, isn't it? How old are the little babies?
How old are what?
Little babies. They're young.
I'm sorry to laugh. I'm not laughing at the slaughter. I'm just laughing at how Jake is using his opportunity to be there.
They're not babies. Let's have a look in here. Let's have a look. I've had enough of him with his attitude.
I'm not going to
at
touch you,
this.
but you can't go in
What
there.
the hell is that? That is disgusting, man. Where's the bloke last time? He was really aggressive.
Well, I'm not aggressive, but you're trying to force me to say things and do things.
I'm not. I'm just trying to have a look in there.
But you're not allowed. If I wouldn't be allowed in your house,
You would. I'll let you in.
Jake is fucking awesome. They don't know how to deal with Jake.
You can come to my house. You can come to my house. They can all come to my house. What? Which one's the worst route?
Are you a vegan, are you? Are you a vegan, are you?
No, I'm not vegan.
So what are you then?
I'm anti-bully. We
Anti-bully?
don't like the bullies, yeah.
Ah,
What's going on in there? Where's the bullies?
make streets.
Do you make much money off exploiting the vulnerable? Let's have a look in here. Let's have a look. You see, look.
Sorry.
I'm anti-bully. We
Anti-bully?
don't like the bullies, yeah.
Yeah. anti-bully.
What's going on in there? Where's the bullies?
Make streets.
Do you make much money off exploiting the vulnerable? Let's have a look in here. Let's have a look. You see, look.
You're making fun out of us, yeah? You shouldn't have disrespect him.
Perhaps.
You said 100 people
No, they
respect
don't.
him.
They
You
don't.
don't respect anybody.
100 people.
Because
Yeah.
they're hiding behind that. They're hiding behind the camera.
I'm hiding behind the
That's
camera.
what they do.
Yeah,
Where-
he's hiding. Stop hiding, Jake. Look at you hiding. Literally there with the camera, showing yourself, showing them.
Where am I
He's
hiding?
hiding.
Where am I hiding?
No, you're not. You're not. You're hiding
No,
behind
no,
it
no, no,
because
no,
you're
no, no.
expecting us to do something physical so you've got us on tape or do.
Well, he did get someone doing something physical and got them on tape. So that already happened apparently.
No. That ain't the plan at all.
Of course it is. That's why you.
I didn't come here to get purposely assaulted, did I?
But you shouldn't be in here, mate.
You're wasting our time. He has to go.
You're wasting my time because I
You
want
should not be allowed on the property.
I want my drone and that's all I want.
Right. So
Turn it
turn that
off.
off and go outside, and then we'll get you drunk.
I'm going outside then. You are?
You are not allowed on
Let
the
me get out
property.
then.
He's just going out.
I'll
Guys,
get
he's
out.
going outside. Okay, he's just going outside. Let him go outside. Why are you impeding him?
Look at these babies. I'll go out that way. I'll go that way. I'll go that way. Okay.
I can see an entrance to the outside right there, like an exit. He's trying to go outside, and they're not letting him. It's unbelievable. Like, what do you want him to do? Do you want him to go outside or what?
Making us worse.
Look at that. Why'd you bully the little sheep for profit? Exploiting the vulnerable. Look at him. Come here. Come on.
He's outside by the way. He's already outside. Yeah, he's taking the long route, right, Brian? Yeah, Felix, it's really good. Yeah, moral.
I won't hurt ya. Come here. These are the bullies. You're fine. Come on. That's it, look. Like little dogs in there. Like little dogs. Come on. You really hurt my leg when you shut the gate then.
No, come on.
So this is the bullying facility. Take 2.
They don't know what to do with him. It's so funny.
Oh, I don't know why
Interesting
you've
to
got
watch.
attitude,
Like,
man.
guys.
Why have I got an attitude?
Because you don't listen. I'm trying to be as nice.
Am I not being nice? I'm being nice to the sheep. I'll give them a little stroke before they get their heads chopped off.
He was being nice. Wants his drone back.
Don't you?
Yeah, I'm being nice to your victim.
You're being lovely.
Is that
Yeah,
right?
where's his drone?
I don't know why you don't go into the fields.
Pardon?
Go and cut them up in the fields.
Cut them up in the fields.
Cut them in the fields.
Cut them.
Yeah,
What's that
you know,
mean?
love them.
What do you mean? Look at him, man. How old's that one there? How old's that one? Absolutely disgusting. How would you,
Do you
feel?
think we're-
How would you feel if it was you getting forced towards your death at a small percentage of your life?
If I was a sheep, I'd love it.
Oh, you'd love it, would you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sitting there with all blood over your cap. Do you know what I mean? It's disgusting.
Do you not work?
These are the bullies.
One of the scenes in Dominion that hit me kind of hard was when He was at a sheep slaughterhouse when one of the workers was like talking to the sheep as they were going in, and he was like, "Oh, good girl, good girl," and it was like weird, like he expected this sheep to be compliant in their own demise.
I work 16 hours a day, mate.
Well, you're not working today.
I am. I'm working in a bit. This is work. This is my work.
That's a good job, isn't it?
It's better than chopping fucking lambs' heads off, innit? It's better than exploiting the vulnerable.
Who do you work for?
Who do you work for? Are you the gaffer?
Yes.
Have you always exploited the vulnerable, the defenceless? Would you exploit the animals that could fight back? You wouldn't, would you? You wouldn't try it with a more able creature, would you? Admit it. It's only these
What
little
did
babies.
they do without cameras? What did they used to do without cameras?
Oh, mate, if I was born back in the day, I'd have some right fun, trust me.
You know how many
In
people
fact-
are?
in
How
fact,
many people are?
Cameras are our worst
Listen,
nightmare.
listen. How many people are attached with the farming?
Pardon?
How many people in the country is attached with the farming?
How many people?
How many
Attached
with the
Oh,
farming?
how many people are attached to exploitation?
No.
To
How many
bullying?
people?
Lots of people. This
You have
country
a,
is full of
tape.
bullies.
You
Yeah.
have a tape. You keep going. You don't listen to anybody.
I'm listening. Go on.
No. How many people is do farming in the country?
Lots.
So if they don't sell the sheep, what else they gonna do?
Not bully sheep.
What they gonna do with the sheep?
Sell plants. Sell something else.
Plants.
Yeah. Stop exploiting the vulnerable and chopping heads off. Would be a good start, wouldn't it? I mean, what are them three doing on their own? They're locked in that cage. What are they doing? Why are them three separate to the others? Last time I come here, I found a dead sheep in that shed there. Do you know what I mean? It's absolutely disgusting.
Have you got nothing better to do?
Have you got nothing better to do than chop sheep's heads off?
No.
Is it what you love? I don't know. You sleep, man. You're bullying animals for a living, and you're saying that I need to get a proper job. Do you know what I mean? Just think if that was you. Just think if that was somebody's pet or person getting. It doesn't matter who you are. You're a living being trapped in a fucking fence, about to get your neck sliced open.
Listen, you have to go out. I have to lock the gate.
I'm going now, but I just want to.
Yeah, he needs his drone though. Like he wants to go up on the roof, so you guys should probably just let him up on the roof. You told him to go outside. He's outside. Let him up on the roof so he can get his drone, and then he'll be out of your hair. And no more filming. That's what'll happen.
I just want to know how you can sleep at night, knowing that you
We
easy.
will work for our food and we will sleep well, better than you.
Pardon?
We make our.
But he's
bread
working
from it.
he works 16 hours a day, so
I don't
he's
think
sure to
he
be
will
tired. He'll be tired when he's.
I'll be absolutely knackered, but I'll carry on.
Like 16 minutes.
Have you got any jobs going?
No, I haven't actually. I haven't. Have you?
Well, I wouldn't mind working for you at 16 hours a day.
I
You get good money.
bet you've got a lot of jobs going because people don't stick around long, do they? Bullying the defenceless, do they?
Do you think we're the only abattoir in the country?
I'll go to them all, mate. I'll go to every single one.
You go to them all?
Yeah.
Where else you go?
Yeah. You tell me where I'll go next. You decide the next location.
No. You said you go to them all, so where'd you go?
I'll go
Besides
to
here.
I'll come here again.
Where do you go besides here?
I'll go to all different ones.
Which ones?
All different ones.
You don't know any.
Yes, I do.
Where then?
Well, it doesn't matter. I'm here now, innit? And I'm trying to ask you why
Because
you're
you've
bullying.
got nothing else to do.
I've got nothing else to do. What do you mean? I've got nothing else
I
to
have
do?
no idea.
Mate, I could go and do anything now. I could go and
Get a job.
I chose to be here. You're acting as though like I'm unemployed.
I mean, you might as well consider this to be Jake's job.
And this is my like hobby or something. You think I like coming here to show people the victims of abuse and.
But do you think people care?
Well, they obviously do, innit?
But go to the butcher shop.
They care so much that every time that Jake goes live, you have like 100 people in there losing their minds.
See how many people care.
Yeah, they won't kill him themselves, though, would they? They wouldn't kill him themselves.
But they eat it.
Yeah, but they wouldn't kill it themselves, would they?
What's that going to do with it?
Because no one is the one true savage. None of you are the one true savage.
Remember who you are. You are not the one true savage.
None of you.
But they all eat meat.
None of you would attack a creature. I do not eat meat.
Have you ever had meat?
I have, yeah. Before, yeah, when I was brainwashed.
So
but no, when
you were brainwashed,
does he kill?
When you were brainwashed, you ate meat. Now you're not brainwashed.
You're obviously covered in blood, so you're covered in the blood of
That's
the
my
victims.
blood. I had nosebleed.
Oh yeah, you had a nosebleed, yeah.
So basically, what I'm saying is,
So you were brainwashed into eating.
So your blood is now in the mixed in. So you had a nosebleed and you got blood on your clothes, your blood, and now people are going to end up kind of consuming that, right?
yes,
And now you're not brainwashed.
yes, correct.
So who brainwashed you?
Just culture, innit? Our culture tells us to attack the vulnerable.
So
Our culture tells us to
so
attack.
your parents must have brainwashed you.
Yeah, they were brainwashed as well.
Ah.
But they weren't violent either, so my mum stopped it now as well because she's not the one true savage.
614 number 4.
Right, I'm just going to climb over here. You bullies, you're all bullies. Look at that bully standing there, look.
I'm just going to climb over here.
Dear.
Why don't you attack creatures that can fight back? What is that? What is that sheep gonna do? It's defenseless. It's vulnerable.
Does it look upset?
It will be when it's getting its neck stabbed into, isn't it?
But does it
It's wild to me how they just don't know what to do.
look like it's suffering there?
How old are they? How old are they?
Does it look like it's suffering?
How old are they?
Does it look like it's suffering?
How
Yes
old
or
are they?
no?
If you're not going, I'm gonna call the police.
Call the police on me when you're the one attacking sheep.
No, we're not.
So this man's stabbing sheep and he's going to call the police on me.
Okay, well let's see.
This man's stabbing sheep. Look at that.
But who's illegal?
Look at that.
Hit you for
Just,
trespassing, or him for doing his job?
I'm not doing nothing illegal.
Because you're
That's not a criminal. That's not a criminal
First thing, you're
matter.
on the private property.
That's not a criminal matter.
You're on private property.
So do you follow all laws? Would you follow laws in another
Put down the
country?
pen.
Do you know they marry children in Africa? Do you know they marry children in Africa, and that's the law? Would you follow that law? You know, you just do what you're told, don't you? You can't think for yourself. You just do what you're told.
Indeed.
Can you go and have to lock the gate, please?
Can I lock the gate?
I have to lock the gate. Please go outside.
He doesn't have his drone, so he hasn't completed his task. And y'all haven't completed your task to get him his drone.
I've actually got permission to be on this bit to look for my drone. No, the chap who was having a fag here, he said...
Well, yeah, but that bloke who's having a fag here is just a worker.
Yeah, he's just... I need my drone.
I'm not just a worker.
He's the boss.
I'm not just a worker.
He's the boss.
I'm not just a worker.
He's the boss. He on the place.
You're the gaffer?
Yeah.
Top bully?
Yeah.
He's a top bully.
Come on, man. I gotta go lock the gate.
Yeah, don't lock me in, though, because that's false imprisonment if you lock me in. Look at that. No, it is.
It's imprisonment.
Yeah.
You're actually quite a nice lad, but it's
I know.
Well,
I'm doing my thing. You're doing your thing. If we met,
it's false imprisonment if we lock you in.
If me and
you're allowed to come in.
I'm going now, but I'm going. But if me and you met in the pub and you wasn't bullying sheep and I wasn't doing this, we'd probably have a beer and talk about the football or something. But the point is, I'm here to show people the
very
bullying
good, very
and
good, and you'll go
of-
to heaven for sure.
I might get to heaven. Depends.
No, you should.
Do you think you get to heaven?
Not a chance.
So you're admitting that?
So you admit it. Wow.
Right.
No, not for that.
So he won't go to heaven, but he's yeah. Okay.
All right,
Cheers,
mate.
lads. Nice one. Watch my ankles.
Wait, we didn't get the more on the assault. We didn't. He was gonna talk more about that. Let's get that. Let's see if that's a different video. Jake, hats off or salute, whatever. Jake has the ability to make really, really entertaining videos that are about horrible subjects. Yeah. Let's watch his conversation with John Curtin. I haven't watched it all the way through.
You are well even the trolls. I was at VCO and I saw John from MBR. MBR is the puppy torturing facility in Huntingdon where they breed beagles to
Yeah,
test on
Pia,
an evil
that's
place. So
so
John, I've spoke to you a few
typical.
times, and I want to come down and do a video and draw attention
Very
to this
typical.
hello, to which John replied basically.
But of course, you know, people don't care, according to that guy. They care so little that they show up in every vegan live stream that's like a vertical live stream at some slaughterhouse or something, and then they go nuts.
Everyone's full of shit, basically. 3 days later, we're on the way to MBR to do a video, and I know that they're reaching a lot of people, and who knows, it might lead to something else, if you know what I mean. So yeah, let's go.
Camp Beagle.
For me, it took a dog to die in my arms. Seeds have been planted in my head, and you think the rational brain, I should have understood the information was coming in, but it took a heartbreaking incident because I'm not a robot. So you can give people.
I didn't link to the last one, by the way. Let me go ahead and do that. Here's the link to the last video we watched with Jake. If you're not subbed to Plant Geezer, please do.
Facts. You can give them the stuff, and if the conditions ain't right at that time, but that's not to say don't give it them. It's like, you know, when you sow a seed, you know, it's got its time to come up. So don't get too frustrated with people who don't get it. Just keep at it. I came back to England to find the animal liberation movement, and this was at the end of 1983. And it was a time when I'd say when the animal liberation movement was beginning to really peak. So I joined an up and ready, really, really dynamic movement, you know. So I didn't have to invent new techniques, new methods. I was in at the deep end, and I loved it, you know. But you will not, if I painted a picture, you think I'm exaggerating. I said about in my speech at Vegan Camper, when I was at Vegan Camper and I was looking around, but I am not saying here, I'm not going to play some nice music for our fake militants that they're going to go, oh yeah, come on. I'm not talking here. I am not encouraging you to go out and break butchers' windows. I am not encouraging from what I'm about to say.
I am.
Well, crack on. I'm not encouraging you to burn slaughterhouse trucks.
So,
you crack on.
well, crack on.
As soon as I'm not doing it, I'm not a fucking general in the trenches that's sending other people to do it. But I was involved in that back in the day. But I was looking around at Vegan Camper. Emily Pankhurst, a famous quote from her, I'll quote it out. She said, talking of Emily Pankhurst, you talk about the history of the movement going back to the 80s. Look at these photographs here, folks. A lot of these people you can see in these, like, this is the start of the 20th century. This is a statue they erected in 1906. And on that plaque, it reads, men and women of England, how long shall these things be? This brown dog had been tortured. There was an undercover investigation. You know, things come around in cycles. But look at the costumes on these people. It's like, start of the 20th century. How long have these things gone on, you know?
Wow.
Yeah.
If you don't know what this place is, this Camp Beagle, this is like a standing protest at MBR Acres in the UK, where they've been camped out for years. Just like a 24/7 camp in protest of this beagle breeder for animal testing. Marshall Bioresources also is in New York State in the US. Yeah.
I joined an up and ready movement. We never thought, the animal liberation people, we never thought there'd be as many vegans as there turned out to be. Our thing was to shut down the meat industry. We thought we'd shut more meat companies down. But I was looking around the crowd And my thought was, this would not be happening today if back in the day people hadn't smashed butchers' windows and burnt slaughterhouse trucks. This would not be here. You cannot say, I'm not saying that that's the only thing that made this happen. Of course not. All the vegan outreach. When we fucking talk about vegan outreach, you don't know how lucky you've got it. Imagine doing it back in the day when there were no such thing.
You've been here 4 years now. What reaction have you had off the locals?
Not bad.
Mm.
Good in terms of, like, we got lots of beeps, we got lots of support, people drop in, like we need water and stuff like that. So good, we get a good level of local support, but we're not overwhelmed by local support. And I know the reason for that.
What's that?
Is it's a taboo subject in this area. You've got a massive laboratory 5 miles up the road from here. That's this region's biggest employer. It employs over 1,000 people. It's like a car factory when that comes out. Here, 15 cars come out. There, the cars come out from like 4 o'clock. They're still coming out at 6 o'clock. As we speak now, there's like over 70,000 animals in that laboratory, just 5 miles from here. So they've employed a lot of people.
Wow.
There used to be other animal testing facilities around here. So traditionally, it's like an unspoken taboo. No one knew about this place was here, but they kind of didn't want to know either. So we're grateful the amount of support we get. But we get support from around the world. You asked me about the early days. We've always had the naysayers. We've always had that, don't just sit there drinking tea. What are you doing here in your tents? The dogs are still suffering. You haven't helped them. But once upon a time, whoever noticed them? They'd have to get out of their bedroom. We used to have face-to-face meetings and things. They'd have to come to an actual physical event to be known. Now they do it all from their bedroom. I'm the greatest vegan in the village or whatever.
Doing absolutely nothing.
And I tend to be those, it's like their dogs that bark. I love the doers. If you're doing something...
The people who are doing stuff, they've got no time to speak of others, ill of others.
Be proud and don't obsess yourself about other people's projects. You know what I mean? You're not doing it like the best way. Whatever, do your own thing. I believe zombification.
I'm so with you, John. Yes. If you don't like how someone's doing their activism, go and do it better. Go and show us how it's done.
Yeah. Not only within the animal liberation movement, but more importantly within the rest of society. So something that's seen as radical today, I can't begin to tell you. The whole movement was behind the illegal direct action, but maybe you can't get your way to total liberation by just keep smashing. There comes a limit where the really hard work is what people probably watching us do. Education, awareness, that's a crucial part of it. But that direct action side, that shock, I'm not saying, by the way, it's part of history and it's gone. It appears to be dwindling. It appears to be something that belongs in our past because it's not happening. And please, I refuse to do some sexy speech reaching out to people in balaclavas in their bedrooms. We've got to do more direct action. If you want more direct action, if anyone out there wants more direct action to get done, I'll tell you the only effective way, it's not from making a post telling other people to do it. It's go yourself and do something. And if what you're doing is so effective, so great, other people will notice it. And because it's so great, they'll try and emulate it.
And while he's on that note, Mel and Steve set up Project Livestream, which was, I don't know, 6 to 8 weeks back or something. They've gone from X amount of views we've on their own to 6 people to now 22 people with over 100,000 views, and that number is expected to increase to a lot more over the next few weeks. So it's inspiring change, it's inspiring activists.
Because, like I said, once upon a time, someone said to me anyone said to me they're a vegan, I love.
Mel and Steve and Jake and all these activists are sort of great examples of doers who also utilize social media effectively and YouTube effectively. But they're constantly doing Just constant movement, constant action.
You, because the only vegans there were was fucking animal rights people, and we didn't have all these trolls and idiots that you got now. So it was, I was able to form an instant bond. You talked to me before about I don't know how we got onto it.
I mentioned people mentioning the wars and all these other things.
On my personal post, I think, and I will say it, a picture of a man behind you, Barry Horn, who died on hunger strike in prison, for fuck's sake, over 20 years ago. I spoke at that man's funeral. Barry had a go at me when I took over the SG, and I wrote an editorial about building bridges with other groups. Barry, the man who is at the front, when the National Front, when the racist, Barry's like a trade unionist, a good old sort of, you know, he was involved in loads of social issues. But when he was doing his animal liberation stuff, he didn't have to talk, he didn't feel any need whatsoever to explain why today he was why today he was doing hunt subbing. I'm doing this on behalf of all injustice. No, you're doing hunt subbing to save a fox. And Barry, so here's a man who, by his nature, I suppose you might call him.
Battery's dying, Pia. What you doing this on your phone here? What's up, Sally? Nice to see you. Moral obligation, vegan. I hope you're right about the trolls. Their lack of sensitivity in the situation is grotesque. They see cows 5 minutes away having their throat cut and they'll say beef. Yeah, well, okay, what did you say, Moral? Let's see. Even the ones that say they don't care, but they keep showing up to troll, shows they actually do care. Yeah, I agree. They do care and they're triggered. That's why they're there. If they didn't care, they wouldn't be there. There's a billion options on YouTube. You can watch whatever you want. And they show up to the slaughterhouse stream to troll because they are that triggered. They could watch any video, anything, any topic.
He'd have laughed if he'd called me, Barry, do you realise you're an intersectionalist? And what the fuck's that?
The reason I brought it up was because there's just too many people having a pop at others for not doing this, not doing that. Why are you focusing on that? Everyone has got the piece to the puzzle. Everyone's got their piece to the puzzle. And that's the reason I brought it up again. So cheers, John.
Not everyone's got their piece to the puzzle.
Some people ain't got no piece.
Some people just got to point the finger. That's wrong, not like that, like this. They haven't got a piece. They haven't got a piece to put in the puzzle. All they've got is that, not like that, like this, not like that. Look, they put the wrong piece.
Before you speak, get a piece.
Do something and say, I do this and this works. I've got a theory. That's no. I did this and I done that and it saved some lives. And then I'm going to go, what? It saved some lives. All right, let's talk about it then.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Are you doing something? Animal rights groups. It wasn't a vegan group. Your animal rights, loads of people in your animal rights group used to be vegan, but it was the people who run the pigeon rescue. It was the people who did the cat rescue. It was the people who did the dog rescue. Let me tell you something now. I know hundreds and hundreds of people in my time that have gone to prison for animal rights activities. Hundreds. I didn't know all of them, but you end up, like banjo playing sort of in communities. You know each other, but not, the idea now, it breaks my heart. I see posts on social media that picture balaclava people. Did you know there's an organization called the Animal Liberation Front that rescues animals? It not only breaks my heart, makes me sick, makes me want to puke when I see those posts. Those people are you. Who do you think the ALF used to be? It used to be the cat rescuers and the dog rescuers and the people that did the stall about vegetarianism. That's what they were doing the day. In night time, they were smashing butchers' windows.
Another great video. Goddamn, Jake. You're knocking it out of the park. There's a link to that video. Yeah. Please sub to Plant Geezer. Jake is killing it. Just doing so much. I mean, he was at Camp Beagle at that slaughterhouse. I don't know what the timeline was, but it was like one One video came out one day, the other video came out the next day. It's just constant movement and action. And I love it. And John Curtin, what a legend. And he would say, there's no legend, Jeremy. He gave me shit for the whole, like, you know, everybody's a hero. But I do think you're a hero, John, even if you are a giant knobhead as well. You are also a hero. Let's check out this latest Arvind animal activist video.
Stated we should leave our domestic animals to become extinct. So as they are domestic animal means they are dependent on human beings, right? So instead of leaving them to be extinct, why don't you teach us to love and nurture them well and take those animals with us? So this counter example for this is, as we see, our deities also living with animals, and the previous era, the previous generation were living with animals like cows, and they have a proper dairy items. And where we can see the animal harming to animals came with the modernizations, and we started living wearing leather products and all. So so instead of getting modern, why don't you teach us to love animals a good way and take those with us instead of leaving them to become extinct?
I have a doubt. When you said previous generation, can you tell me which generation you're talking about?
I don't know, maybe 100 years back, they were living with cows and all, and they were having a proper dairy system.
So you're talking right now only about dairy and not about meat?
Nope. I'm totally against harming animals, but
killing. So you understand the killing part is wrong. Okay, fine.
even the harming.
Okay. Now this is the same answer I pretty much gave to him. The point is that, again, you are saying that 100 years ago, say hypothetically right now in your example, things were better for dairy animals, cows. That is, say, 1924 we're talking about right now, right? More or less.
Yeah.
I disagree 100% with you, man. 1924 was just as bad to be an animal as it is right now. Let's take even 1,000 years ago. We still have to ask the same question. What do you think happens to cows who can no longer produce milk?
No. Let's not take it that way.
Okay.
Let's take Lord Krishna. He's living with animals. He's not he's not harming the people, and he's not living with the cows who are not giving us milk. He's treating them well, and even animals were happy at that time. So why don't you teach us that way to treat animals?
See, first things first is, these are epics what you're quoting. These are legends that we talk about, right? These are legends and epics that we quote.
Yeah, but I believe it's...
You believe, fair enough. You can believe that. I'm not telling you not to believe that. But I'm saying is that back then in Lord Krishna's time, if you want to look at it from that perspective, he lived in what we called as the Dwapara Yuga. This is right now the Kali Yuga. In this Yuga, if you want to obtain milk, it is pretty much blood milk at this point in time.
Yeah.
I am not arguing about what Lord Krishna did in his time. I am not saying anything against that. But we have to come to reality in what times we're living in right now. And in this modern times, if you want to, first of all, stop harming cows, I would say the first prerequisite is please stop consuming dairy and be a vegan. Second thing, if you want to be someone right now who rescues cows, creates a sanctuary for cows, takes in orphaned cows, some of them are dumped on the streets and injured. No, you want.
Yeah, some people are just shitty, moral obligation vegan. Some people are just complete shitheads. But I think you're right that a lot of those people do care, and that's why they show up to the stream. And it's sort of a defense mechanism that they fight against what they're seeing. It's also just sort of a symptom of, sitting on your ass. They have nothing better to do, I suppose. So there's that. Yeah, I've been following Arvind for a long time too now. I love his videos. I think I've disagreed with him like twice watching his videos. What's up, Fuchs? Fuchs und Rabe. Fuchs und Rabe. I was in Mel and Steve's stream when they were struggling with your name. I think it was you, and kind of laughed because I also struggle with it. I think she called you Fuchs. Fuchs? Didn't you say it's Fox? And I don't know. But you're not making it easy. Help me out. Help me out.
Not take them in. Beautiful, wonderful. Go ahead. Please do that. But think for a moment. Of course, goshalas exist. That's the whole point of a goshala, right? But do you think in goshalas right now that I'm talking about real goshalas, because there are some goshalas, I swear, I even seen ISKCON goshalas doing this. They actually breed the animals. You agree that some of them who do it, not everyone, some who do it. But let's talk about the real goshalas who are going to actually save the cows from slaughter, and they're protecting them, even sometimes putting their own life at risk to protect the cows. I have huge respect for them. Okay. Do you think that they allow these animals to mate and breed again, or do you think they just allow them to live?
You're talking about the goshalas of ISKCON. They just allow by themselves. If they breed, and they will nurture them well.
Okay.
So why don't teach us that way?
If I believe that is not true for a reason. The reason is that the cost of taking care of a cow or buffalo is extraordinarily high. Many of these goshalas are literally begging for money at this point because it is just so expensive, and the number of animals being born into existence in the dairy industry is endless. See, these are victims and thrown away survivors from the dairy industry. Every cow they have saved has initially been born in the dairy industry. True or false?
Yep, maybe.
I can assure you, in this country, no one raises cows just to eat the flesh. You're aware of that? In this country, no one, if you go to Europe or America, they have something called as beef cattle. They raise only for killing the animal.
Yes.
This country, no one, beef, because once they are no longer used in the dairy industry, they're thrown for slaughter only. Every cow who was rescued in a goshala right now was originally born in a dairy farm, who's been rescued there. And they're already struggling with so much financial difficulties to take care of these animals, to give them proper veterinary care, to feed them proper food and nourish them. Many of the places where the cows actually die off, have you seen them? They die off with hunger, they get sick and emaciated. When that is the current scenario right now, why not neuter them and not let them breed? Because already the house is on fire. Okay, should we pour more petrol? Like, we understand the situation right now for cows is bad. Let's say tomorrow the world becomes vegan and you have a goshala where cows are living happily, they're breeding among themselves, and you are not even taking milk or nothing, you're just letting them be. I don't have a problem. I'm not saying they should go extinct. I'm not saying we must make animals purposely go extinct. If I had a button right now that I could push to make them extinct, I'll push it. If you probably will not, but I will do that. Because I believe anything is better than suffering. And I'll assure you, if we were in their position, we would do anything not to be there. I mean, if I was sitting here right now and a hammer is going to be smashed on my head, I don't want to be there. I will do anything not to be here. So when the current scenario right now is like a house that's burning on fire, by giving birth to more animals, don't you think we're adding petrol more to the fire? Because how do we take care of them? We're not even able to take care of the ones that already exist. Either way, dairy consumers are, because of dairy consumers, more cows are being force impregnated right now.
Yes.
So when that's the current case, let's neuter them. If in the future, foreseeable future, for some magical reason, people no longer want to hurt animals, and you have animals, I have no problem with you caring and loving and just letting them exist. I don't want them to be extinct. Like, that's not my ambition. But I think it will be great if they do become extinct. That's my point. You want to add anything to that?
Yeah, but
Well, I mean, if animals like, okay, well, that was kind of a strange answer. But if we stopped breeding the animals, which is, I think, most vegans' position, stop exploiting them, which is the main point, and they didn't exist, then a bunch of other animals would exist because we've taken their land from the wild. I don't know. That was a weird one. What's up, Mary? Nice to see you. Germany, eh? Oh, nice, nice. I don't know if I knew that you were in Germany.
domestic means they are dependent human beings, right?
Yes.
So it's our duty to serve them. So because they are
You go
that
on.
type of animals. So you only stated that domestic means dependent on animals or human beings. So
You are saying that it's our duty to serve them.
Yeah.
99.99999% of human beings make sure animals are born in this world to serve us, to serve our tongue. When that is the scenario, I mean, the best example I can give is like, if you know for a fact, if you walk through that door, there's a 99.99 chance of you being and this one means you won't be which one will you want to walk through? The whole point, like, the system is so messed up. The whole world views, you are looking at them so lovingly. I can assure you, majority of people don't. They don't care about animals. When that is the scenario, why make them even come into existence is my point. In this current scenario right now, there is no beauty in being born as an animal. Unless you're born like you're a pet dog to some very rich millionaire who gets massages in a massage chair and goes for spa therapy, then your life as an animal is good. Apart from that, 99% of animals are suffering. Why make them be born? Like, what benefit does the animal get by being born? Tell me. In this system, in this messed up system.
No, change the perspective of human beings, right?
That's what I'm trying to do. That's my whole ambition in life. Yeah.
You're saying them to let them extend, but make humans. You said I love animals. Make other humans like me.
Okay, I'll tell you why. I am not focusing on making people compassionate towards animals, because that is not necessarily going to end the suffering. For example, I can show you plenty of people who are vegans who don't care about animals. As in, like, they don't find animals cute. Like, if you see a cow, you might feed them, you might pet them, right? I'm the same kind of person. If I see a dog, I'll call the dog, I'll pet the dog. That's how I am. Majority of vegans are not even animal lovers. They are just saying it's wrong, so I won't do. To expect every human being to now not only not harm animals, but be loving towards them is a wonderful and noble idea you have. But I am not going to put my focus on that at this.
Also, there's just a lot of that. People who do that, like, you know, there's all kinds of like animal videos out there where people love the animals, and dogs and cats obviously get a ton of attention. Cute animals get a lot of attention. And then there's the nature documentaries that glamorize nature. So there's a ton of that. So it's weird that the student is sort of lecturing Arvind about, why aren't you just trying to make people like animals more or something? I don't really understand his point.
I want to reduce and end as much suffering as possible, because someone can say, hey, I'm nice to the animal but still eat meat. There are plenty of animal lovers who eat meat, dairy, and eggs. But if someone says not an animal lover, they even say they hate animals, but they're vegan, they're still causing less harm and suffering. So why does it matter whether, I don't want to ask people to be kind and loving right now. I want them to just stop contributing to the suffering. You get, but my focus is,
I'm getting.
That's where I'm coming from. So my focus is on the educational part, on giving people information to become vegan. And by them, each person turning vegan can impact the life of hundreds of animals in their lifetime by not even letting them to be born in this world. By me being vegan, I didn't save a single life. But because of me right now, for 10 years of being vegan, so many.
So what'd you say, Mary? What'd you tell them? How did that conversation go?
Animals that were never even born on earth to suffer. That's what I'm trying to do right now with people.
Yes.
All right. There is that video. Arvind, animal activist. What else do I have pulled up here? Let me clear some tabs. Jim Lettuce. Let's check it out. How do you feel about humans exploiting other animals? Jim Lettuce. We did, Stephen. We watched it. I thought that was good. What happened to the unicorn? Let's be honest. Let's make sure that we don't tell any lies, Stephen, because I noticed that at the end of your video, you said that no unicorns got harmed in the making of your film, while also noting that it was 102 degrees. Wow. But did he come out unscathed? Is the question, Stephen. And why did he get in that suit? Was that your doing, Stephen? Did you decree that Trench get in the suit? Or did Trench volunteer to go in the suit? Yeah, you tortured Trench. Oh, sure. Blame Robert. Blame Robert, Stephen. No, I'm just kidding. Mary, this weirdo told you were stupid.
Harsh.
Hush, yeah.
But do you have another solution if we shouldn't eat animals? What?
Yeah.
How should we survive?
Are you familiar with veganism? Have you heard of vegan? What's your understanding of veganism?
My understanding of it, although not vegetarians, but vegan, you mean? Also, the products of animals we shouldn't be eating.
Yeah, it's kind of that, but it extends. So basically, veganism is a principle to live without exploiting animals. It's rejecting their exploitation. So, of course, we don't eat their flesh or their eggs, or we don't drink their milk, but also we wouldn't wear their skin. We don't.
Yeah, no problem, Stephen. Thank you for going out there and doing that. I'm sure it was even hot for you too, even outside of the suit. But good job. Let's hope Domino's does that. Yeah. It's definitely a huge positive when I've got this one pulled up. Let's do that one too. It should be interesting.
Don't wear products that are tested on
the
them.
products, I said it.
Yeah. So it's like a rejection of all exploitation, not just products, like entertainment.
Are you
so,
religious?
No.
Okay, interesting.
We don't use them for racing or for fighting to entertain us.
What is the solution? What should we eat if not animals?
Plants.
Plants.
Oh, Steven, are you doing all the editing on those vids? Because it's nice editing. You're doing a good job with that.
Yeah.
Like, aren't they in some way also alive?
Yeah, but the difference is that they're not sentient. So you know how animals can feel and they're having a subjective experience.
But there are also defense mechanism in many of plants. Like the defense mechanisms are there. We can understand by the defense mechanism that they want to be alive.
But that doesn't mean that they're sentient, because computers have defense mechanisms against viruses.
But they are programmed to.
Yeah, like plants. Plants are
Okay,
programmed.
if you go this way, I can also say that we are also programmed to react in exactly this way, and exactly also the animals. They are programmed to react in this way, to scream, to suffer. They are just programmed. Because in the
but they're experiencing that suffering.
The plants also are experiencing the suffering. When you take a knife and cut they are experiencing it.
How?
This is how you are taking a knife.
How are we ever going to get through to a public that believes that plants are experiencing the knife? Yeah, it's a big task in front of us, guys.
And cutting the plants.
How are they experiencing it without a brain, a central nervous system, nerves? How can they feel that they have no nerves?
Maybe they don't have these nerves, but the thing that we can prove is that they want to stay alive.
plants.
Yes.
Like you say, they're biologically designed to, like, they grow towards the sun and stuff, but there's no biological purpose for them being sentient, because the whole purpose.
It don't matter, even if they are actually, I am not sure what this word means that you are using, sentience.
Yeah, so like being an individual, having like a personality, experiencing
Do
life.
you have a personality?
Yeah, we all do.
What did shape your personality?
Sorry?
What did shape your personality?
I don't understand.
What shaped it?
Shaped it?
Shaped your personality. Because in the end, I do not believe in free will. Because all the things that you've lived and you experienced in your life, they shaped you.
Right, sure.
They programmed you.
Yeah, but even...
That's why in the end, because if something has a reason to happen, it means it hasn't a free choice to do that at all. If you try to hit me, I will go to the side or I will hit you back.
Yeah.
Because I was programmed to do this. Or if something sad happens to me, I maybe will cry.
Yeah, because...
I cannot choose not to cry.
Yeah, crying is like a reaction, but like...
Not just cry, everything. Everything you do, it has a reason. And if it has reasons to happen, that means it wasn't a free...
Okay, we get it. You're a computer program guy. Cool. All right. Now, let's program you to be a vegan now. How about that? Okay. Sound good?
Choice. Exactly the same thing with animals.
So yeah, so you're talking
Now,
about like an
program
automatic
yourself.
reaction. What I'm talking about is a response to a situation. So you can feel those emotions and feel like, you know, I don't want to get hurt. You can feel fear. Plants don't have that. Do you really think that chopping a tomato is the same as stabbing a cow or a pig?
Yes.
You think that's the same?
That's exactly the same to me.
Wow. So if somebody stabbed you, that's
So you're vegan then, right? Because you believe that it's the same to kill the plants. So then by that logic, you'd want fewer plants to die, right? Which means you'd be vegan and not eat the cow because they have to grow the plants and kill the plants to feed the cow, right? Cool. Congrats. You're vegan.
the same as stabbing a carrot.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, that's wild.
When people say things like this, they're either delusional or they're not being genuine. And I suspect that it was the latter of the two because he seemed very defensive. Even his tone and his posture, having his arms folded
like,
as if he
"Fuck
was shielding
that."
himself, pointed to that. Either way, you can't get through to somebody if they're delusional or being
Yeah, I would have done the argument that I just made, though. I would have put that in there, but
dishonest. So I thought the best thing to do here was to walk off after that ridiculous answer. I think his facial expression was also quite telling after I walked off because he had a grin on his face like he was a bit embarrassed. And I don't know why he would do that if he was confident in his own logic. As always, thank you very much for watching.
good job, Jem. My God. This so-called public. Yeah, I don't. Let's watch another one of hers. This went a very different route to what I initially thought.
Humans exploiting other animals.
That's sad.
Sad, yeah. We're showing the
Oh,
common forms of
oh.
exploitation. So animals being exploited for their flesh, their skin, their eggs, their milk, their fur.
You people seem like dictators, you know, to the animals.
We're seeing a, what, sorry?
Dictator, dictator, you know.
Dictator. Is that good or bad?
It's bad. Like
bad.
Someone who tries to own everything.
Oh, so the people on the farms, they're like dictators.
No, we.
Humans.
For the for the animals.
Yeah, sure.
I guess we seem like dictators.
Yeah. So because we use them like their resources.
Yeah, that's it.
Sure. So do you think that we should respect other animals?
Good answer, guy. Good answer.
Bro,
Yeah, I agree.
When you get emotions,
Yeah.
feelings, can cry, can smile.
Yeah, exactly.
You can
Like
love.
us. Yeah.
Like us, so why not?
Yeah, exactly. Do you think that it's possible to respect them if we're funding their exploitation? If we pay for them to be in these situations?
No, that's double moral. It's not morality.
Not right.
That's not right. Like telling someone I love you and then slapping him.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
Doesn't make sense. You know?
I agree with you. What is your understanding of veganism? Have you heard that word before? Vegan?
Veganism? Yeah.
Yeah.
People who try to who don't take animal products.
Yeah.
Just like I would say, like tomatoes or
yeah, vegetables and fruit. Yeah, we don't eat them, but it's a little bit more than that. So basically, veganism, it's rejecting animal exploitation. So we don't wear their skin, we don't use them for entertainment, or we don't buy products that have been tested on them, we don't eat them, we just leave them alone. So what do you think would stop you, or what is holding you back from being vegan and not being responsible for this?
I guess it's like the thing that I lived my whole life.
Yeah,
eating
habit.
flesh, yeah. It's
Yeah.
like something you have in your mind, you have to do it.
When did plants feel pain become an argument? I think it always has been. People have always been stupid, Mary. I don't think it just happened. But it seems to be accelerating. It seems to be spreading at an alarming rate. I think stupidity is outpacing intelligence, and we are seeing the consequences of that.
It's something delicious, you can eat it.
Yeah,
it's normal for you. And I guess in the whole world it's like this, but people are like they are how can I say, they got that.
Yeah, raised
That's
this
an animal.
way.
They got raised like that. That's
Yeah.
animal.
Yeah.
Is to eat them, is to use them for milk, for eggs.
Yeah.
That's how we grew up.
Yeah.
But if we take more information, and look more, I guess you can see many things that wasn't said to us.
Yeah, it was the same for me because I was raised non-vegan. But then when I questioned it, I said to myself, does this really align with my morals? And I said no. And then I had to stop being responsible for this because I didn't want to pay for this. I didn't want to be the reason that this was happening to them. You know,
it's like genocide.
Yeah, exactly. And when we go to the supermarket and we buy the eggs or the milk or the beef or the pork or the chicken, we are their oppressors. You know, we are the ones who are paying for this to happen and causing this to happen to them. And the thought of that, it hurt me, and I said I don't want to be responsible for that anymore. Even though I've been raised all of my life, 28 years, eating animals and using animals, and I was taught that they were resources for me. It's wrong because they're no different to us, really. It's like if somebody said Germans are resources.
Sorry to interrupt, but I think I'm going to try out this game Gravity Rush later, if any of y'all are interested in gaming stuff. Looked cool, was free, downloaded it, it's downloaded, gonna play it. All right, Fuchs. Good night in Germany.
Resources for us, or people with black skin are resources for us, or children or women, you know. But it's just because they're different species. Have you heard of the word speciesism?
What species?
Speciesism?
Yeah.
It's kind of like racism or sexism, but it's towards the animals. Just because they're different species to us, we think that it's okay to treat them differently.
That's the way once I just had I told just about how the animals see us.
Yeah.
And like the animals are often small, like chicken.
Yeah, they're innocent, vulnerable.
We are big, human. We can do anything with it.
Yeah.
And we do it.
Yeah.
Sorry. And we
Yes,
do
you do.
it.
Yeah.
Like, seems like we are using our powers to uh, control that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you. You will do what I want.
Yeah.
Like, imagine there comes a big monster now.
Yeah.
And we are all people, and we have to do what he says, or just we can kill it.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's. I thought about it, and
Yeah.
I felt like I'm a monster, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, that's crazy.
The animals, they're vulnerable.
He's awesome. This guy.
They're kind of like children. And when somebody is more vulnerable and they're innocent and defenseless, I think that we should protect them and that we should, you know, be kind to them and not exploit them, you know? What would stop you from going vegan today and not being responsible for this?
I guess the realization that people are eating it without thinking about it.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
I guess not many people are thinking about what am I doing?
Yeah.
But I think when many people would just take a minute, think about it, what they're doing.
Yeah.
This is an odd answer because she's asking you.
Many people would say, no, it's not for me.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. But I think it's just in the people, they're used to it, to eat it.
Yeah.
There is a pretty intense language barrier going on now.
They don't care about it. They don't think about it.
Yeah,
They say,
sure.
Yeah, I live like this. I'm born like this.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm a human. This is an animal. I can eat it.
Yeah.
I can use it. I can eat it. And I guess that's what the people are on.
Yeah.
I think the realization of people is not there.
But what about for you personally?
Yeah.
What would stop you from saying, like, today, I'm not going to be responsible for this anymore. I'm going to stop paying for this. Animals, they're not here for me. I'm going to be vegan.
I guess the realization too, because when I thought about it, how people seem to the animals, how they see us, I often had that in my mind.
Yeah.
Okay, that's crazy. I want to
Yeah.
stop
Yeah.
it. I don't want to be a monster.
We don't think like this, do we?
When I see these videos, I again think about it. Oh my God, I'm a monster. I can do this.
Yeah.
Like, yes, we have to watch such videos and look at information often and often.
Yeah.
It's in our head.
Yeah.
That's not normal what we're doing.
Yeah, because we can't see it. It's kind of like it's not happening because we don't see it all the time. And this is why they don't show this, because they want people's money. They want people to keep paying for it. But if you were in this position of the animals and you were being exploited and you were destined for a slaughterhouse, how urgently would you want somebody like yourself to stop paying for that to happen to you?
It's like we're in these situations very often. Very many people, like the black-skinned people,
Yeah,
the Jews,
yeah,
people were in this situation in a place very dark.
yes,
You can't go out. And
Yeah.
if you go out, you don't know what will happen.
yeah,
This person want to kill me?
Yeah.
Because they want to, like, what he want to do with you? You don't think he will kiss you?
yeah, exactly.
I guess they feel the same. Like,
Yeah,
if you take a chicken from their house, they know. They
Yeah.
know what's going on. I also have some toes, right?
Coal?
It's weird that he's not putting the he's not looking at himself yet. All right, Steven, take care. Thanks for popping in. Stop torturing unicorns, Steven. Not very vegan of you. But I'm just kidding, of course. Nice job today, or whenever that happened. But today as well. I'm sure you did cool things today. You joined my stream. Did you hit the like button though, Steven? Did you hit like? Did all of you hit like? Did all of you hit subscribe? If you're already subscribed, don't hit subscribe. It might unsubscribe you. If you're not subscribed, hit subscribe so you're subscribed. And then hit the bell thing. Hit that. Ding that bell. Ding the bell. Ding the bell, I say.
Moo, I don't know what's that. Moo.
Cow. Yeah, yeah.
I also have seen they were crying.
Cry,
'Cause
yeah.
They knew where they are going to.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like something like this on his neck.
Yeah.
It was cool. He cried, but he went with it.
Yeah.
What can you do? But also, hit my heart.
I think Steven bolted out of here so fast that he didn't get that instruction. He might have not hit the like button. That would be tragic.
Yeah, it's sad, isn't it? I think that if we raise children and we teach them to respect animals and we say, you know, be kind to the spiders and the little fishes and the flies, and, you know, animals deserve respect, then they will also have respect for each other as well. Because if you raise children to believe that all life is worthy of respect, then how can they respect somebody because of their skin color or their race or their religion or their gender, you know? Because they're taught to oppress the animals because they look different to us. So then we also treat each other differently because we look different, you know?
They look different, they talk different,
Yeah.
they live different. That's why we think we could do this.
Yeah.
That's actually the same with Africans.
Yeah.
They don't talk the same language. They don't exactly look like us.
Yeah.
They don't exactly eat what we need, what we eat. People thought that's something strange.
Yeah.
Can't live.
Yeah.
It has to die.
Yeah.
I guess it's the same thing when.
But they feel like us and they love like us. They love their children and their families and they have emotions like us. Do you think that you would go vegan from now and no longer be responsible for this?
I guess this is a big problem.
Yeah.
No one is talking about it.
Yeah.
It's always politics.
Yeah.
Not this, about
Exactly.
animals.
Yeah.
People aren't even talking about that.
No. So when you go vegan, the next step after that is to use your voice to speak out for the animals because they don't have anybody else.
Yeah, the way you do it.
Yeah, like with human beings, they can speak out and they have a voice. For these animals, they don't have anybody else to speak for them. So we encourage people to first go vegan and stop paying for this to happen to them, and then use your voice and speak out for them like you would want to be spoken out for if you were in their position. Yeah.
It wasn't memory. I guess we human beings we love to control, we love to have power. It was like in the stone times also,
Yeah.
they just put their weapons and went to the animals, to the mammoths to kill them. But they could also eat something like apples. They could eat, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, vegan something. But
Vegetables and
But they decided to
vegetation.
kill it and eat it.
Yeah.
So
But now we have supermarkets. It's so easy, you know, because everything is in one room. So yeah, are you vegan from now?
I guess.
Yeah.
It took that long. I mean, he was like right there the whole time. And she kept trying to be like, okay, well, what about you? Okay, now what are you going to do? What? And he kept kind of like diverting, still saying beautiful words, saying all the right things, but just never pointing at himself. Finally, we got, I guess.
You guess? Are you vegan from now?
I guess.
Yeah.
And I've been trying not to overanalyze the body language, but I have noticed the kind of discomforting, you know, the try to comfort myself body language that he's been sort of self-hugging, you know. I feel like we overanalyze that stuff though, so I didn't want to go hard on that, but I have noticed that's been what he's been doing the whole time.
You guess?
I wish you a good day.
Thank
and I
you.
promise you.
Yes, vegan. All right, take care.
What an amazing guy and a brilliant example of how men should be. This was a man who wasn't afraid to be honest and listen to his conscience. Someone who is confident enough to step outside of societal norms because it's the right thing to do. Because exploiting the most vulnerable and defenseless beings isn't admirable or strong, it's weak and cowardly. I asked him if it was bad to be a dictator at the start because I thought that was directed at vegan activists. And he said it so casually, so I was making sure he understood what he was saying. But thankfully, this conversation took an amazing turn. If you've got this far, thank you so much for watching. Thank you as always to anybody.
That is kind of how he said it at first. It sounded that way.
Who supports me and helps me do this. And if you think my work is valuable, please do consider joining as a Patreon or YouTube member, because I'd love to be in a position to do this full-time eventually.
Jim Lettuce, you did it again. You did it again. Jim Lettuce, turning people vegan. There's the link. Y'all know what to do. Give Jim Lettuce the Jeremy bump. Do that, you know, to the like and the subscribe, all those things we just discussed with the bell notification, the like button, the subscribe button. You have to do all those on Jim's channel as well, not just my channel. Spread the love out. Spread it out a little bit, you know? Part-time at a sanctuary and trying to get more into activism. Nice. Good on her. She rocks. I pulled up this one too. So if y'all have seen that I had done an interview with Rod Coronado, one of the real famous ALF activists in the past. I was rereading Operation Bite Back, which, by the way, is probably my favorite book on the animal rights movement that I've ever read. It is just bonkers stories. And I had forgotten, I'm glad I started rereading it because I had forgotten that his, you know, the guy that he was working with back in the past was Jonathan Paul, who is the brother of Alexandra Paul and Caroline Paul, who are great activists in their own right. Alexandra's been on my channel before. She's taken part in a lot of open rescues. Caroline, the same. She's also a firefighter and cool activist. But Jonathan Paul, who was sort of an enigma to me, because I would hear his name all the time, but I've never spoken to him, never met him. But anyway, I guess through, you know, sort of searching for old interviews and stuff, I came across some with Jonathan Paul. So I didn't even know what he looked like or anything. And anyway, I started watching this one. I thought we'd save it for the stream. So yeah, anyway. Rescued, Animal Liberation featuring Jonathan Paul. Let's check it out. And, you know, he's kind of a, I don't know. I feel like he's kind of a private guy, but here's something that he did. I'm just going to take Jem off the screen there. But let's learn about Jonathan a bit. Let's check it out.
Cabell West was chosen as a target because of what Cabell West was, which was a slaughterhouse that was killing up to 500 horses a week. It was a horrible, evil place. The plan was we had to destroy the infrastructure, and that's what we did.
Where did you serve time?
I served time in Phoenix, Arizona at the medium federal, they call them FCIs, Federal Correction Institution. So it was a medium level. My sentence was 51 months. I mean, I think whenever I'm doing any actions, whether it's any animal liberation actions, it's to me, even though you may be saving a particular animal, there's always a bigger picture involved with the whole thing. I always feel like that if you're a person that is going to have the heart to go out and defend an individual animal, how can you not have the heart to see the whole picture of what's really going on in this world? When we're in the 6th mass extinction right now. We've got ecosystems collapsing everywhere, species dying out, and animal liberation is tied to that directly. I could say that there's probably some people that maybe just animal centric, but I've never been that way. We did a recon on University of Oregon for months, for 6 months. I'd been in the labs myself, in and out. We had access and we knew everything about that place. They were doing research on pregnant cats, opening them up, taking the babies out, blinding them, either sewing their eyes shut, one eye, both eyes. They were doing these same tests for years and years, which really meant nothing except that the university was getting $500,000 each year from National Institutes of Health and other grants. So it was a big money-making thing. It was, despite the fact of what you think about or feel about vivisection or animals in research, this research there was nothing behind it at all. And we got in at night and we did it in about 3 or 4 hours. We did the whole thing. We released almost 300 animals, cats, mice, rabbits, and monkeys. And we couldn't get the monkeys out because we had no homes for the monkeys, which was really sad. We wanted to get them out. So I also
Rescue. Let me put it on the screen. Rescued, just so people see. Oh yeah, trigger warning. Shit, you're right. Rescued Animal Liberation, featuring Jonathan Paul. Just copy that.
also had no experience in handling monkeys too. They were rhesus monkeys from what I recall, but I did bring in a bunch of bananas for them. You know, at least I could do something for them. And I went in, and the only thing I did around the monkeys was that I personally destroyed the stereotactic device. I actually bought the little sledgehammer especially for that, because I'd seen that device forever and I kept eyeballing it. I was like, I'm going to destroy that device because it is a very horrible device. That was my first action. I'd never done one like that before. And it was a rush. I mean, it was to be able to take an animal out of a cage and give it a home was just a really good feeling. There were always actions happening after the Oregon action. It continued on from everything from small actions to larger liberations. It just, you know, that was my life. That was everything I strive for. I had a part-time job, did my work to make my money, to pay my rent, and everything else was about animal liberation. The thing that was interesting was a lot of the people that I was hanging around with were very smart people who were very educated. And
Yeah, definitely needed a trigger warning for this vid. A lot of upsetting images, but I think we can handle it.
Listened and learned from them, and I started understanding what was really going on and understanding more about ecosystems and how important things were and this and that. And as I started to understand that, I started putting it all together like a puzzle. I was able to complete the puzzle, and I saw this very dark world that to me was very disturbing. And I sorry. I think that you know, yeah, excuse me. There's a despair that we all hold in us. I can't do this. No, I'm good. Keep going. I'm good. I think for myself, I can say that
Jonathan's clearly got a big heart.
Somewhere I tend to channel the suffering and the pain and the destruction in me. It's a it's a pretty intense experience to always have that in you. It's something that I always say that in a lot of ways I prefer to be aware and be in touch with my despair than to be unaware and not in touch with what's going on. And I don't want to live in bliss. I want to live in reality. And a lot of times the reality that's going on is it's very disturbing and scary. And so the only way I could channel that is to do something about it. It was hard for me to discuss anything, even with the closest person in the world to me, my wife, Tammy, because I had such a habit of never discussing this stuff ever. It was just, I just didn't talk. No one knew about people closest to me. No one knew. Maybe people suspected things about me, but I didn't talk to anyone about it. No one knew anything. So I didn't share with my wife anything about my illegal past. So when things started falling apart, I still did not admit that I was involved in anything until the FBI came and arrested me, and then it was clear, obviously. I was here at home, actually. My wife was in Seattle visiting her daughter, and it was a blizzard outside at the time because it was in January. And I went to plow the road, but before I plowed it, I decided I was going to go up and get lunch up at the local restaurant in town. And I went up there, and the FBI were at the end of my road, and they followed me. I saw 2 cars parked there. I didn't really think much of it, and I just drove to the restaurant. And when I walked in to make my order, I walked inside. A guy approached me and flashed his badge. Right then, I knew that was it. And he goes, "Do you want to step outside?" And I go, "Okay." I knew. I was prepared for it. I knew it was happening. I was pretty much prepared that it was going to happen someday. There was a part of me that was hoping it wouldn't. So there was a part of me that was in denial about the whole thing, but the realistic side of it all, I knew in reality that, they were going to come and get me. I just didn't know when. I was in solitary confinement for a week because while they're getting through your paperwork or whatever, or make sure you're not bringing drugs in for whatever reason, I was in for a week in the hole, which was not fun because it's the hole. But after I got out of there, I was transferred to a unit, and usually because prison is so it's so race-based there, the races are always separated. The first thing when I walk in, all these white guys, they come up to you and they give you your shower shoes, and they give you soap, and everyone supplies you up with what you need until you are able to get your own property, or get to the store and get your own stuff. So usually that's how it is. You get set up and you get celled up, and you just sort of try and figure out how to go around things and get around the place. And but then when I finally got home and was back here, it was definitely, at first it was definitely a shock, just almost not only emotionally but visually, because of being in prison and the sterile atmosphere and all the concrete and everything was hard, and it was just, there was no carpeting anywhere, none of this stuff, plastic chairs. And then coming back to my home with comfortable chairs and beautiful view, and it was definitely a change, but it didn't take long where prison just started going away, just started flying away from me. I just kept going forward. There were times in my life that I felt like I needed to take some time off for myself, to actually be selfish for once in my life, not as selfless as I had been. And I did that, but it didn't take long before I realized I had to get back into being an activist, because it was, there was this, I just felt like I had to just keep doing things. And that's part of being an activist, is like not stopping. On this planet itself, without humans, the animals and the environment would thrive. The populations would get healthy, things would really change. But without animals, humans would die. We can't live without the animals out there. So in a lot of ways, animal rights is a human issue. You are helping humans by defending animals. Now, a lot of people don't see that because they don't understand that connection. But there is a deeper connection because of the intricate connection that life has that keeps life in that, some people call it the circle of life. What keeps biodiversity alive is every single creature, every single plant, everything on this planet has a place. So by protecting those things, you're protecting humans.
That was great. Nice little short film about Jonathan Paul. You will, Mary, and you are, because you support my channel, which, I mean, honestly, sure, Jonathan rescued a lot of animals. Yeah, right. Okay, Jonathan. Yeah, cool. Great. But have you ever subscribed to Jeremy Lope's channel? Have you done that, Jonathan? Have you done that? I don't think so. Jonathan, are you even committed? Do you even care? I don't think he cares. I don't think he even cares. What a guy. What a guy. That's awesome. What a family. The Pauls. The Pauls, man. So, I mean, Alexandra Paul was the former Baywatch actress who takes part in DXE rescues. And Caroline Paul took part in DXE rescues as well. Jonathan has this crazy history. They raised them Pauls. They raised them Pauls to be good people, huh? Yeah. I think a lot of it, I think Jonathan was sort of the inspiration for the others too. Yeah. Good kids, good kids. But again, has Jonathan liked this stream or subbed to my channel? I don't know. I don't know. But anyway. All right. Well, I think I'll end the stream there. I'll do some gaming later, probably, unless I get tired. You know, after being nutrient deficient for a while, you just start to wear down, guys. You start to wear down. Things take their toll, you know. So we'll see. We'll see if I have the energy to sit on my butt and play a game. But yeah, like I said, Gravity Rush 2 looks cool. I don't know. Maybe it's cool. We'll try it. All right. This was a pretty quiet chat, so I'm not going to go through the whole who was number one. Yeah. We'll do that another time. You guys have a good night. Thanks for joining. And I'll see you in the next one.